So, like, how does one start this kind of a video? This is very odd. I probably should have watched the whole fucking thing. But it's 8 episodes. And I have to do something today, and it's already fucking late. So we'll review it at the first episode, and we'll review it by the end of the episode, or by the end of the season. Fucking go over it then. But I was like, I want to watch a movie or something before I go to bed. Just watch something. And I was looking at movies, and I'm like, I don't want to watch anything. I already watched everything. I don't want to watch, kind of. So I'm like, well, let's watch a TV show of some sort. I'm sure there's a TV show I'd like to watch. I really want to watch, you know what I really want to watch? I really want to watch the that new hospital show. I mean, it's not, I mean, relatively new. I think the first season should be either done by now or almost done by now. But it's a new show with the guy from the Blacklist, Tom from the Blacklist, Tom Keane. He's in it, and he's playing a doctor. I like to think of it like this. This is actually a Blacklist spinoff. This is what's so much fun about TV and people that do characters like those. I think of this as a Blacklist spinoff, which is what makes me interested in it, because I want to watch it from that perspective, because that cracks me up. But the guy that played Tom Keane in Blacklist, he's playing a doctor in a hospital, right? And he's like the head of the fucking hospital, some shit like that, right? And he's all about like helping people, and he could give a fuck less about money, right? And I just kind of want to watch it because I just kind of want to see how they try and make that work, because it just makes me laugh. So I just kind of want to see that show, because either A, it's going to be good, because I like that guy. I think that guy's a great fucking actor. So I like him. I want to watch it at least for him. And because it looks interesting. I want to see if it's going to have these glaring giant fucking holes of So I just kind of want to watch it. But I was looking for that, and I'm looking through dramas, because I think it's supposed to be a drama. They didn't have, like, hospital. So, I don't know. Which you'd think, there's so many goddamn hospital shows, you'd think it'd have its own fucking section, but whatever. So I'm looking through drama, and I see House of Cards, and I was like, oh, I miss House of Cards. And I like clicked on it to just kind of like look through it and be like, oh, I remember that episode, maybe watch an episode or two of like the ones I really liked. And I'm like, wait a minute, how many seasons were there? And I looked at the last season, and it had a picture of Claire sitting in the Lincoln chair or whatever, right? And I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, did they fucking expunge Kevin Spacey even from like the promotional material of the old stuff? Did they just not show that the motherfucker was on the show at all anymore? Like, what? Wow! I'm like, that's crazy. And then I looked at the episodes, and I'm like, what? I don't remember any of these. And I'm like, they did another fucking season. I thought they canceled the show. Last I heard, fucking show's canceled. Kevin Spacey's kind of a drunken kid toucher. So, allegedly. So, we're canceling the fucking show. Fuck everybody, we're done. And I'm like, and I remember at the time doing a video on it, going, well, you know, that, you know, there's a point where you kind of go, I want to say that's fucked up, but at the same time, don't really want to be on that side, so I'll just kind of go, it's fucked up that everybody else had to lose their gig because of one fucker, right? And so, you know, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Everybody, you know, everybody to keep their job. That's pretty cool. And I'm looking at it going, I I don't see Kevin Spacey in any of these pictures. Like, you get a little thumbnail. I'm like, I don't see Kevin Spacey in any of these pictures. I'm like, I don't think I don't think fucking Kevin Spacey's on the show anymore. And that was, I'm like, how did season 5 end? And then I thought about how season 5 ended. And I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it for you guys if you haven't seen it. But, like, season 5 ended, like, on a huge cliffhanger. Right? Huge cliffhanger. And I'm like, how is he just not there anymore? So I'm like, well, I gotta watch the first episode and see what they do. And they clear it up in the first, like, you know, little intro thing to the show. And I almost wanted to stop and cut the first part of this video right after the little intro thing. So it breaks in on Claire Underwood, right? And she's listening to somebody off screen essentially read mean tweets, right? Now, before those others of you who have watched it fucking lose your goddamn mind, I say that flippantly. What they were really doing was setting up a story arc of everybody in America fucking hates Claire and wants to kill her. Like, they said that a website had done a contest for who could come up with the most creative way to kill her. And, like, the description of it was pretty fucking ridiculous. Essentially, the idea was, we would like to make an art representation. We want to do a little art piece. We want to do a little sidewalk art. And we would like to make the American flag. And what do we use? What do we use to do it? It's got to be something interesting, something neat. I know, the president. We'll skin her, use her flesh for the white stripes. We'll chop her up into little bits. Use her for the red stripes. Right? They say all this shit. Right? Crazy amounts of crazy stuff. It goes on for about 3 minutes straight, just reading these fucking horrible things and her saying, tell me more. And I'm like, okay, so this is interesting. And then they talk about how they're gonna not do this appearance that she has planned at a military base because it's 4th of July. So we're going to the military base, talk to the troops. And they wanted to cancel that. And she's like, you're not fucking canceling that shit. And it was like, oh, what? And then that was kind of like how it started. And I'm like, because she, it's very important the way she said it. Coming back to me now. Because I was thinking, I'm like, there was something right at the end that just made me go, ugh. Here's what it was. She said, it's the 4th of fucking July. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly the quote. It's the 4th of fucking July, and the first female president is not going to just shut up. And I'm like, okay. And then after that, it was a good hour's worth of just, like, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. The acting is amazing. Janae is very good as Claire Underwood. She's awesome. I love her to death. I've loved her in everything she's ever done ever since Forrest Gump. I just think she's fantastic. I didn't see any problems with her. I didn't see any problems with anybody else. I didn't see. I thought everybody was fucking fantastic. Everybody reprised their roles spectacularly. But the writing was so, like, just awful. They never missed an opportunity to shoehorn in that Claire is not only a Democrat, but like a regressive fucking feminist Democrat. And, oh my God, do they beat you over the fucking head with it? But they also, like, shit on it. It's really weird. Like, every time she throws that shit out, like, you know what I mean? There's one point where she's arguing with a dude, and he doesn't like that somebody that she's picked for her whatever, and he doesn't like her, doesn't want her to pick her, and she's like, look, I understand it's a woman, and he's like, I don't fucking care what her gender is. She's not the person I want, right? And I thought that was kind of cool. So it's almost like she's, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. Like, I don't know if they're trying to do the fucking leftist thing, or if they're like, you know, at first we had a really, really fucked up male Democrat that was like kind of a for real Democrat. And we're going to just throw up this terrible fucking example of one. And now they've got a female Democrat who's like a for real modern Democrat. Francis was a for real, like, old school Democrat. Like, we want to keep slavery type Democrat. Not that he did that kind of shit, but he was like that. And she's like Maxine Waters. No, she's like Hillary Clinton. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, it's very confusing. It's really fucking with me. The first episode really fucked with me. I don't really know how to take it. I don't know. But, oh my God, and like the way, and here's where I think it is shitty writing. They do this whole big thing at the beginning where they're talking about all these mean tweets in very gory detail. And every time she has any interaction with the main antagonist, I guess, the shepherd family, whatever, fucking anytime she has any interactions with them, the chick is always like referencing those like tweets, right? They go into this whole big thing about, you know, they wanted to turn her body into an American flag, right? To hold a big descriptor. And then she's talking to this chick, and they're talking about fireworks. And they're like, you know what the hardest color to make in fireworks is? And Claire says red. She goes, no, red's actually really easy to make. So's white. Blue. Blue's really difficult to make. And I'm sitting there going, bitch, just say that you were the one that fucking won the competition. Like, come on, man. You really don't need to. I'm just like, alright, man, whatever. I don't know. Like, The thing about House of Cards was every time I would sit down to binge watch the shit out of House of Cards, which guess what I'm doing this weekend? Every time I would do that, I would have to turn on my brain. You know what I mean? Some shows you sit down, you watch, and you're just like, I just want to sit and watch the pretty lights, you know? But this one, I was like, I want to watch this because I really want to fucking dig into this because this is a fucking deep-ass great show. And not anymore. I mean, everything is pushed directly in your fucking face. Like, dude, they took all the time and effort to set up all these things. This random new reporter in the press pool on the plane, this new family, the relationship between all these people and what's going on with this character, that character. They spend the whole first half of the episode like teasing new story arc angles for all these characters. And then they go directly into the end of the episode and they just neatly and nicely kind of pretty much gave you enough information to know exactly what the fuck was going on with every character. And I'm like, there's no fucking mystery after the first episode. Like, it wasn't even really like a cliffhanger. I was bored by it. Like, there was a point I'm sitting here in the chair just like, thank God one of you guys started fucking DMing me. Because, man, I was about ready to turn it off after a while. I'm like, this is just boring and obvious, and I just can't deal with it. And one of you guys started fucking DMing me, so I started chatting with her, and I had to rewind certain parts because I'm like, what the fuck they just say? Because I just totally stopped paying attention to it. Never happened to me, but 5 seasons worth of House of Cards episodes, never has that happened to me. I have always been riveted to that show. It's an amazing show. But I don't I don't know what's going on. Like, and they're doing like this weird Francis is haunting the White House thing. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm doing this one now to give kind of my first blush after the first episode review, and then I'll watch the other. It's 8 episodes, so I'll watch the rest of them, and then I'll tell you guys what I think of the whole thing. But this first episode didn't really catch me. Like, now. Before, I used to watch this show for entertainment because I thought it was very entertaining. I'm pretty sure that this season I'm going to watch purely for the YouTube videos that I'm going to make about it. This one and the next one. That's it. I'm going to watch it for content, and honestly, we'll see how far I get. I'll watch it, and here's the thing. I'll watch it until I'm done watching it. However many episodes that may be. So far, we're through 1. I'm about to watch the second. We'll see how many episodes that winds up being. So far, I am already really wanting to look for that fucking hospital show, but I'm gonna fucking stick with this one until one of us blinks. So there you go. I mean, I don't know what to say. I was very confused by what the direction is that they're going with it. It seems like they're going both directions. That intensely pleases me, right? But the writing is fucking awful. I am not enjoying that aspect. It's like everything else about it I like, except for all of the character interactions. They're written shittily. There you go.